is the most important action you do in the meat department. The type of order you write will determine the level of sales or shrink your meat department will experience from load to load. An order with good variety and accurate quantities will greatly enhance your sales as it gives customers the ability to choose items that suit their needs and keeps products churning to ensure fresh codes and appealing packages in the meat case. Conversely, an order with poor variety and too much backstock will lead to customers not having a selection to choose from, an aging product in the cooler that will have shorter codes, less shelf life, and a dull and old appearance in the meat case. These issues lead to unhappy customers, lost sales opportunities, and higher shrink. The way to a great order is simple. Take the time to evaluate your needs and use the tools available to you to make good ordering decisions. Your order writer must plan about an hour to do all the things necessary to write a good and profitable order. This video will help your meat person understand exactly how best to do just that.
Fill the case before you write the order. You're going to want to work the meat case and fill it prior to writing any order. This process will allow you to visually see all the product you have on hand both in the case and in the cooler. It gives you an idea of all the dates you have on hand as well as any product that may be coming up on its expiration date. It will also allow you to see any items that will be going out of code before your next delivery, thus helping you to know what to order so you can replace those items. It also gives a visual of the amount of product you have on hand to sell between the time of this order and the day after your next scheduled delivery. It is during this process that you can pull from sale any unappealing or out-of-code items and make any markdowns needed to move items that need to be sold that day. Once you have filled the case and made your markdowns, you should take an ending inventory of your cooler so you know what it is available for backup over the next few days.
Project your sales before placing order. Use RealTime Sales previous month, same week. The person writing any order needs to have the proper data to write a sensible order. By thinking about the time of month and your store's trending comp sales growth, you can determine a target of retail sales dollars to order for. This will help you stay within the parameters of your sales need and not run short or overstock your inventory. RealTime Sales is a great starting point to find this information. Pull up your sales from RealTime Sales on the iCare page and look at the trends and how they flow with your delivery cycles. Compare that to the sales from the same week the previous month so you get an idea if your store fluctuates with the time of month or the weather and seasonality. This will give you a rough idea of the retail dollars you should be spending when you write your order. Be sure to think of your order needing to cover your sales needs from delivery date through your next delivery date to protect you from any late deliveries or shorted products.
Would you like to know an estimate of how many dollars you should order when writing your order? Knowing your sales projection before you start your order will assist you in not under or over ordering. The next few slides will enable you to see a projected sales before you submit the order. You will be able to compare your retail dollars ordered to your sales projection, thus giving you an insight to see if you are in the ballpark of your store's needs for the delivery window. In this example, this store will write their order on Monday for a Tuesday delivery. Their next delivery will be on a Friday. Log into RealTime Sales and click on the drop-down box labeled Yesterday in the center of the screen. A drop-down box will appear with many options to use. In the drop-down box, click on the custom date range highlighted in the center of the screen, highlighted in blue. To find a projection of retail dollars needed, you will need to go back to the previous month, same week, same days. To do this, click on the first box dated 9/18 on the top right of the screen. A calendar will appear of the current month. Take note we are in the fourth week of the month, day 19. Click on the back arrow on the calendar to the left of the month of September. This will take you to the previous month. Once you are in the previous month, you will need to click on the corresponding day of the month. In this case, we are in the 4th week of the month and the load arrives on a Tuesday, so you will need to click on the 4th week, Tuesday, which is the 22nd. Click on the 22nd. You will notice that in the first box, the date now reads 8/22. Click on the second date box to the left of the screen with September 18th in the box. You will see the current month appear again. You will need to click on the back arrow to the left of the word September to take you to the previous month. Now that you are in the previous month, look at the 4th week. Your next delivery after the order you are writing for will be on a Friday. Click on the day before the order delivers, which is a Thursday, August 24th. Some stores get a late delivery, and if you are such a store, you may want to include the delivery day's sales to ensure you are not out of stock before the load arrives. You have now entered the previous month, same week, same delivery window to estimate your retail dollars needed. In this example, this store will need to order about $2,500 in retail to do the same amount of business during the same time period last month. You have now created projected retail dollars needed to sustain your sales. Once you have found your projection, you can use RealTime Sales to see how many units you need during your delivery window. Here is an easy way to assist you in determining your needs. Remember that RealTime Sales will not know if you ran out or stickered an item to reduce. All it knows is the amount of items that were purchased. Click on the box dated 8/22 in the top middle of the screen. To determine the amount of items needed, you will need to include the day you are writing the order. If you do not include the day you are writing the order, you are not taking into consideration a full days of sales. To get these units sold, click on the previous month, same week, same day. In this case, since we are writing the order on a Monday, click on August 21st. We will now need to drill down to the meat department and the top 50 units sold. Click on the All Department drop-down located in the middle of the screen. When the drop-down appears, click on the meat highlighted in blue. This will direct you to the Meat Pacific portion of RealTime Sales. Once this is complete, you will notice that the items in the top 25 items are all meat. To expand your search to the top 50 items sold, click in the box titled Display Top 25 Items. A drop box will appear, and then click on the Display Top 50 Items highlighted in blue. The top 50 item quantities will be displayed. You can print this off to take back to the meat case when writing your order. An example of how you can use this is, take the family pack chicken breast boneless Val Best, the first item on the list. When you inventoried your walk-in cooler, you had 10 units in the back. Looking at your case, you see 6 units on the shelf, for a total of 16 units on hand. You sold 40 units last month during the delivery window. 40 units sold minus 16 units on hand is 24 units needed. 24 units needed divided by the amount of units to a case, in this case 12, equals 2 cases. Doing this exercise will help determine your needs when ordering. Now we would like to walk you through some of the terrific tools available in the Real-Time Order Guide to assist you in writing better orders. To get to the meat section of the order guide, click on the drop-down department button located halfway down the left-hand side. Click on the Fresh Meat button, highlighted on the middle of the left-hand side. Now you'll be able to view the entire Fresh Meat Order Guide. To drill down to a more specific subcategory, click on the class drop-down bar. Click on the Fresh Meat highlighted in the class drop-down bar. To see each subclass, click on the Select a Subclass drop-down. You will see each subclass for the meat department. For this example, we will click on the ground beef fixed weight. Now you will be able to see only the ground beef items in the order guide. Take note when ordering that you are able to see if an item is coming up on add. To view more subclasses, repeat the process and click on the different subclasses to view each subclass. Are you confused on what the item is? You can find out and get a picture of the item to clarify if it is the item you think it is. For example, we will use the Harris Ranch 1 pound 73.27 ground beef. Click on the words Harris Ranch 1 pound 73.27 ground beef. Now you will see a picture of the item to ensure you are ordering the correct item. Next, we would like to show you a couple of the tools in the real-time order guide that stores find really helpful when ordering. We are currently working on getting old pictures into the real-time order guide. Next, click on the dollar sales button located on the left-hand side on top of the picture of the item. In this tool, you will be able to see how many units you sold the last 8 days. This will give you an idea of the current sales trend. Another great tool is the timeline button. Click on the timeline button to the right of the dollar sales button. This feature will allow you to see your ordering history on a particular item. It will show you how many cases and what day they delivered. The last great tool will show you record sales and last week's total sales. Click on the Sales button in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. This is the button with the dollar sign and the word Sales. Click on the Sales button. As an example, the Harris Ranch 1 pound 73.27 ground beef. Record sales on this item is 17.2 cases. Sales last week is 3.2 cases. This is a good indication of how many cases you will need for the week. When you are complete with your order, you can click on the Summary button located in the upper right-hand corner. This will take you to a page that has the total retail dollars ordered. On the left-hand side, circled in red, you will see the meat retail dollars ordered. This is an estimate due to real-time ordering, not knowing the exact weight of each random weight case. If your projection is close to your order, you have written a good order. Sometimes you may need to order more or less product than your projection because you are long on product or your case is empty from your previous order.
Plan the spot box needs separately from your meat case needs. Because the spot box is such an effective sales tool, planning the items needed to keep it stocked from delivery to delivery can present a whole set of challenges. If you just plan to use product that is already ordered for the meat case, it will sell out before you get to the next order. The spot box tends to sell between 2 and 3 times more than what the fresh meat case moves daily. So planning and keeping it well stocked is critical. You should plan for the items you choose to display in the spot box to be a higher margin whenever possible, also a higher ring item, and items that show the greatest value to the customers as a means of calling attention to our program and the great pricing at Grocery Outlet. You should pick only 2 to 3 items for the greatest impact and plan to keep them as your promo items for at least 2 weeks, as items will get stale after about 3 to 3.5 weeks. This will enable you to order a bit heavier on the items and take the risk needed to put out larger displays and keep them full while not getting hurt on code dates, as turns from the spot box are much higher. As you plan for your spot box display, you can find the margin for each item on the order guide. Write down the margins on a spot box planner. Do the math to get the average profit for the items. If these items make sense and are above 20% combined margin, you have your offerings for a 2-week period.